gorgeous, aren't you? Wow. I mean, how many potential fourth husbands are there out for me here tonight? Are there any takers at all? Oh, that's when it all gets silent, doesn't it? Mention the word marriage and not a peep. Anyways, I know some of you already know me, and but for those of you who I haven't met before, I'd like to tell you a little bit about my life. I was born Patsy, Louisiana Del Rey, Decline, in a tiny, yeah, I know. Imagine if they named me after all the states, I'd be in big trouble. Yes, in a tiny little railway siding town called Shangri-La in Tennessee. It wasn't really anything except a railway siding, and I was the eldest of 10 children. My daddy worked the railway, the signal lights on the railway line there, and well, Mama, she ran off with a traveling toothbrush salesman when I was just 8 years old. Daddy never did brush his teeth again after that. Oh, and in case you're wondering how there managed to be like 10 kids in the space of 8 years, no twins. It's just that the gestation period in Tennessee is a little bit shorter than everywhere else. So I'm not quite sure what it is. It's probably something in the water. Actually, it's probably the gin in the water. Anyways, so we managed okay, Daddy and us 10 kids for a couple of years, working hard, and I kind of took over the role of Mama. But then tragically one day my daddy got hit by a train and killed on the track, and that was the end of him. And all of us kids were taken by county welfare to an orphanage just a little ways down the track in a place called Cowpoke County. Yeah, so Cowpoke County Orphanage is kind of like my hell on earth. Nobody been there? Anybody heard of it? No. We used to live in Cowpat County. Cowpoke County was next door county. But anyway, we all us kids ended up in this orphanage, which was hell on earth for me. And I managed to ride it out for about 4 years. And I got sick to death of it one day and decided late that night that I would escape. And I jumped the orphanage fence and I caught myself a freight train to Nashville. And as I was sitting there in that boxcar, just biding my time, I wrote a little song about my life to date, 14 years of it. And when I got to Nashville, I entered myself into a talent quest because they have them everywhere there. And I sang my song, it was called The Ballad of Patsy D, to a very attentive crowd, very much like your beautiful selves. And everybody broke down and cried. And next thing I know, I'm the queen of country corn. Thank you. And I ain't never looked back. And yes, I'm very proud of that fact. I've been voted the queen of country corn 3 years in a row. It was some time back. Unfortunately, sometimes there would be a misprint in the press. And yes, I'd get referred to as the queen of country porn. But you learn to live with that. Anyways, how many of you folks here are from the country? 1, 2. Oh, okay, now you're owning up to it. Okay, it's fine. I mean, I come from a little town, and look how I turned out. So there's nothing to be afraid of. The place I came from, we refer to back home as a one-horse town. You kind of get my drift with that? Yeah. I don't know what you call them here, one dingo towns, or I'm not sure. But it's a one-horse town, and this is my little tribute to Cowpat County, Shangri-La. Well, actually, it's Shangri-La, Cowpat County. Yeah. It's called One Horse Town. Funny that. Listen carefully, you might learn something. O-N-E-H-O-R-S-E-T-O-W-N is a little place I often end up in, which sends me round the bend. 'Cause if you don't write an H-O-R-S-E, there's nothing else to do. So you spend your time just S-P-E-double-L-I-N. It's true. I saw your lips moving there, sir. And in these funny little O-H-T's, the people there will say I-G-L-L-O to you, and sometimes it's g'day. Well, the W-E-A-T near. Well, the C-R-O-P-S are dead, the C-O-W's too. The M-I-L-L just closed down and there's nothing left to do. Let's have a little D-R-I-N-K to help forget this plight. So they all get D-R-U-N-K and then they start to fight. Well, there's a B-A-R-R-O-O-M brawl and everyone dies but me. And the only thing left in this little old town is one H-O-R-S-E. The true story. Thank you.